Like for example, and this isn't on the list, but I may as well just throw it out here. My Chemical Romance. Now, everyone nowadays is more than happy to admit that they love My Chemical Romance. They're adored and pretty much known as, a legendary band. But back during their heyday, during especially Black Parade and stuff like that, to a lot of people, they were considered like, if you listen to them, you would be basically ostracized for it, like I was.
John, you were John, yeah,
Yeah,
but ultimately like I enjoy My Chemical Romance again, but when you were, for example, like a teenager or like in the mid 2000s, like we were teenagers in school, weren't we?
yeah,
It was a big deal, and like I felt like I was part of a community that were very heavy metal oriented, and if you didn't listen to anything that was a certain style, you like you said, you were ostracized for it, and it's inherently wrong, and it's I guess it's a part of growing up in a lot of ways, but it's an immature and closed mindset, but there are still the same levels of gatekeeping that go on and have gone on into adulthood with a lot of some artists I'm going to mention,
yeah.
especially even as adults, you could bring these artists up and you a lot of the time get laughed at for listening to them, especially as we're part of like the music community. It's almost like a taboo, and I don't understand why. I really don't. I think the My Chemical Romance thing was at the time it was looked down upon for whatever reason to listen to them. But in hindsight now, they're more of a nostalgia binge,
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
they?
It was emo in general, wasn't it? It was like emo was despised subculture of alternative rock, and I think that's really kind of been kind of forgotten. I think My Chemical Romance played Download Festival in like 2007, and they were like booed and bottled, and
Yeah,
like
I
there is
remember that.
footage of
Yeah.
it. They were not welcomed, and they kind of branched out into their own kind of like their own kind of thing altogether. But to go back, when I think about like guilty pleasures in